Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm with my friend Amy and we are going to talk about conservation, some things you can do or steps that you can take to help with conservation. Just taking one small step makes a huge difference, but if you can change a bunch of steps, I mean, do it. It's so great. And then we were going to pick up some trash on this little country road that I've picked up trash on before. There was so much before, and so we'll see how much there is today.
I've had people tell me that picking up trash doesn't do anything because you're just moving the trash to another location, but I don't think that's true.
God made such a beautiful earth for us to enjoy and spend time in, and we can have so much beautiful nature and just working to preserve that nature instead of destroy it. I'm a huge believer in doing things that are productive, not destructive, and I think that we can all do steps towards that.
Kelsie and I made a short list of some items that we have incorporated into our lives that are reusable. Kelsie and I both use bamboo toothbrushes because we think it's really important to not contribute to plastic that's just everywhere on earth. It's more important to use natural materials like bamboo that decompose.
Using glass containers for your extra food. I also like to sometimes keep one in my car that I can take to restaurants, so instead of taking the styrofoam that takes over 1,000 years to decompose, you take a glass jar, you can just take your food home in it. I got this one at IKEA. It's glass. It comes in several different sizes, and then it has this bamboo lid. It does have a slight rubber lid just to seal it, but I mean, just think about all the plastic containers that you use and all the styrofoam, even paper. This is so much more conservation friendly.
And the plastic is totally washable, so you're gonna keep using it over and over again.
Yeah. Another thing that I use is reusable water bottles. It's just great to have reusable containers for your smoothies, water, whatever, so you're not constantly wanting to grab disposable plastic bottles.
This might be TMI, but it's something that Kelsie and I truly believe is very important, and it is reusable pads.
Yes.
So when you're a woman and you have a period, you literally go through, yes, it's every month, you go through tampons, you go through pads. That's so much plastic, that's chemicals, that number one, you're putting on your body and in your body if you're using a tampon, but also you throw it away later and it's just you never can use it again. It sounds gross, I know it sounds gross, but it's honestly not. When you're done with the pad, you just rinse it out in your bathtub, and then you throw it in your laundry and you wash it, and it's clean.
So one, conservation, saving the earth, saving the planet, saving the ocean from getting all these chemicals and stuff put into it on top of the plastic.
Yeah.
Two, saving so much money, great for your budget, not having that monthly expense. And three, one thing I actually didn't realize was how much your body reacts to the chemicals that they put on pads and tampons. Companies don't actually have to report all the chemicals that they put on them. There's not usually an ingredient list, but you don't realize how much stuff is on most of those. And then you put it right up against your skin and it's just so bad for you. So after I started using reusable pads, I used to have a lot of pain on my period, and my pain lessened so much.
And now we're gonna go pick up some garbage. So let's do it.
Save the planet. So when you're picking up trash, there are a couple of things to kind of consider. We actually are choosing to wear plastic gloves just because I've picked up a lot of really disgusting things, used condoms, tampon applicators. I'm talking kind of gross stuff. And so I choose to have a small amount of disposable plastic that I am contributing to the trash. You could choose to wear like an orange vest. I know people that pick up trash that do that, especially if you're on a busy road. When we see a car, like, we make sure that you step out of the road. You don't want to get hit by a car while you're trying to pick up trash. And if you want to separate by recyclable versus trash, you could totally do that, which would definitely help and be fantastic.
How's your treasure hunting going?
I'm so encouraged because last time there was so much trash, and there's a lot of trash now, but there's so much less than there was before.
Aluminum cans, a lot of pieces of like styrofoam, and several broken glass bottles, and I always try to get all the pieces because I hate to think about someone stepping on it. How do you want to tie these up? Can we use the strings or do you want to actually tie them? So we just finished doing about a quarter mile of the road, and we got 5 bags this time, which is a huge improvement.
The way to encourage people to improve is not to tell them that they're doing something wrong. Because when you tell someone they're doing something wrong, they get defensive about it. So my way of sharing conservation is just to love conservation and love people. And even if they're doing all the things that I choose not to do, I don't say anything to them. I have friends who have made conservation choices not because I told them you need to, but because they saw me doing it and thought, oh, that's a great idea.
A lot of people would drive by, and some people will honk or wave or stop and even ask us, like, are you guys part of a club or an organization, or what are you doing? And we'll just tell them we're just trying to be good citizens and we just care about the earth, and we're just picking up trash just because we want to, not because some organization is telling us to.
Even if you don't have the time or the capacity to pick up trash yourself, you can make steps towards encouraging the conservation principles and recycling and those sorts of things. So just choose one thing to change today. Only that one thing will make such a huge difference on the earth.
Okay, sorry.
It's a good place. See, that's yellow.
That's yellow. Don't say that's green. It is not. It's any
You
short
are
of the word.
so colorblind.
That's not green. You need to be tested. A reusable, not reusable. I mean, it is reusable.
Yes, my toothbrush is reusable.
You can use it more than once.
Newsflash!